One of the things I love the most about being a principal is the variety of the role, because it's certainly no 2 days are the same. But I think particularly with Educate Together, and this is my 6th year as a principal with Educate Together, I absolutely love the support network. We have a fantastic network of other colleagues and our national office, and we really look after each other, and I think that really helps in the kind of complexities of our job.
So when I became a principal, it was COVID 2020, and of course it was chaos, but I was introduced within a couple of days to the WhatsApp group that the other principals had set up, and without that and head office guiding us through it, I think we'd be lost.
So I think the main thing for me is probably the children, and seeing them running in really happy and engaging. Can't wait to get in and start the day, and I meet them every morning, meeting all their parents, and I suppose being part of such a fantastic network of schools.
I love that we're a new school and we're developing from the start, creating a culture and embedding all the practices that we really feel are important for students to be able to flourish in school.
So I found it liberating going from Catholic school to an Educate Together school. The Learn Together curriculum is just more broad. You can really integrate and link the children's learning through all the different curricular subjects, and it kind of frees up more time. It frees up space in your timetables, in your teaching and your planning time, and it creates it just creates a kind of a more cohesive learning environment for the children.
I think if I had to know how much of a change it would be and how much I would enjoy it, I would have made the move sooner. It was a long time in another school. It's so much more reflective of our lives and society of the way it is today. It's so much more true to my own personal sort of ethos that I think it just ties in much better for me.
I think I put a lot of pressure on myself to know the Learn Together programme and how the equality and democracy and all of the 4 pillars worked, and I think not knowing was okay, and that the others will support you and that the Ethos platform is there to support you. So not knowing everything when you step in the door is an okay thing.
If I look back, I'd like to know a little bit more about the finance aspect, because it's quite complex and there's a lot to think about. So definitely if I was starting off, that'd be one thing. I'd sit with somebody and get a little bit of a heads up on that and some tips before I started.
Before I started as a principal, I thought most of my time would be spent on teaching and leading teaching and learning, but actually, there's so much more than that. But that's also kind of exciting, and it's great to be part of and to learn, about how the inner workings of the school. And even this morning thinking, like, we have no paper. How do we get paper? And getting in contact with the supplier to get paper. It's all those things being part of all that.
I'm principal of a start-up school, and I knew there was going to be hassle about the accommodation. I thought I had my eyes open coming into it, but I would go back and tell myself now to get help sooner and quicker and not try and take on too much yourself. And then, because what ends up happening is in certain places I was left with my finger in the dam, and I should have been more sort of maybe abrasive even, and sought help sooner.